Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Coach Shell, YouTube channel, and welcome to today's video. Now, today's only going to be one upload. I'm really tired. So, my voice is starting to go a bit, so I thought I'd get this video out of the way. And it's also a very important video because Europa Park have set up a website, pretty much, and a teaser video for their Pirates In Batavia dart ride that's coming back after it got burnt down last season. Coming back next year in 2020, and they've revealed the full story for the ride. You can go and watch the teaser video. I'll link the clip in the description down below, so make sure you go and check that teaser video out. It is in German, so I really would suggest putting English captions on if you're from the UK or if you don't understand German. Because the speaking is all in German, there's no English version as of yet. Whether they're going to release an English version or not, I'm not too sure. I don't mind. It's nice to hear other languages. It's always nice to hear it. But I've got the story details, and I'm going to put some... you can hear my voice already. I'm going to put some images, concepts of the ride sort of on your screen whilst I'm reading this story. So here it is on your screen now. Fandabidozi. So let's have a look then at the story for the new Pirates in Batavia. So, and brace yourselves, it's a big story. So, the Dutchman Bartholomew van Robbermond would not have dreamed that at the end of this journey his complete life would change as he set out in 1714 to search for the legendary dagger of Batavia. As a ship's boy at the VOC, the Verenigde Oost-Indische Compagnie, that's pronounced, the young Van Robbermond had heard of a magic dagger in Batavia for the first time. The story, which many cried as a sailor's yarn, never left the bright adventurer. And so many years later, when he finally had his own ship, he went in search for the dagger. The dagger was Kerry, is a dagger with esmeralda wavy blade. Popular, the dagger was also called Fire Tiger and told him about magical powers. Legend has it that the one who leads him is invulnerable. It's enough to turn the blade on someone, his bones become dust and his hair become ashes, writes Van Robbermond in his logbook. The legend of the Fire Tiger was also called Haramau Api. It tells the story of a little boy in Sumatra, who saved a tiger cub from the flames. From then on, the two were inseparable, and when many years later the boy's tribe was attacked, the tiger died trying to protect the boy. Reflecting on revenge, the boy asked the gods for help. He was told he should set a big fire from which the tiger would resurrect. The boy followed the inspiration, and in fact the spirit of the tiger rose from the flames. In his mouth he carried a dagger, which he handed over to the boy. The boy became a young man who would use the dagger to defend his village against other attackers. He was appointed chief of the tribe and bore the name of the Tiger King, which his people were called the Tiger Warriors. After the death of the Tiger King, the indestructible dagger was hidden in a temple in the jungle to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. When Van Robbermond came into possession of the map, which is the exact location of the dagger, he could finally get to the bottom of the legend, which fascinated him as a child. However, Van Robbermond was not the only one in search of the dagger. His advisory Cortez was anxious to misuse his magical powers for his own purposes. Van Robbermond made it to Batavia in front of Cortez, battling past tigers through a jungle until he finally held the Haramau Api in his hands and kept it safe in a wooden box. The exciting search was to change Van Robbermond's worldview forever, ultimately leading to the founding of the Adventure Club in Europe. Adventure Club of Europe, so this is where this comes in. In the meanwhile, weathered wood of the box, the VOC logo was still recognisable even after all these years. For hours, one of the co-founders of the ACE, Frederick Hornung, stared at the logo and looked at it from all directions before finally designing a trance, the logo that still stands for the Adventure Club of Europe. And it is said that the brainchild burst in him as he looked up at the VOC logo. The pirates set course for Batavia, and how it goes on, you will learn shortly. Be curious. Now that is what you call a story for a dart ride. That is amazing, and big congrats and big props to Europa Park for that. Absolutely brilliant storytelling. I'm not sure whether this is true or whether this is just fiction for the story, but if it is true, then fair enough, go for facts. But if this is just a story, then my god, they've done a really good job with this. Of course, Pirates in Batavia, the original, sort of followed a different story, so I kind of like how this is going to be giving a completely new storyline. Obviously, we don't like seeing rides being burnt down in a fire. I mean, those of you who remember the Thorpe Park fire in the year I was born, the year 2000, that destroyed Wicked Witch's Haunt, and sort of the indoor section of Mr. Rabbit's Tropical Travels, those of you who remember the Thorpe Park fire there, will know that was a shame, but of course that set a course for a new era at Thorpe Park. That was the Thrill Park era, you know, because we saw rides like Detonator, Vortex, Colossus a few years down the line, Nemesis Inferno. So it isn't nice to see rides being burnt down, but that gives them an opportunity then to reimagine them and make them part of the new generation. So I kind of like what they're doing with this, keeping the originality of the actual dark ride itself, but making it more up to date, but not too up to date that it's completely overthrown it, if you know what I mean. So new story, brilliant. We already knew that all the animatronics, like the 150 odd animatronics figures, were going to be moving. They're not just going to like still figures like the original. They're actually going to be moving animatronics, which is nice. I really love that. Of course, we saw concept art in previous videos that I've recorded. Make sure you go and check that out on the Europa Park playlist. We've got a good playlist for that park. So yeah, I am very, very happy about Europa Park and what they're doing with this dark ride. I think they're on to a real winner with the new Pirates in Batavia. I think they're going to do a really good job with this, and I think, to be fair, the story is, in my opinion, quite simple, but there's so much detail to it. You know, it's an adventure. He finds this missing dagger with magical powers. You know, he finds it, keeps it safe from other people, fights his way through the jungle to get it, and then all these years later, you know, the Adventure Club of Europe set up, and it sort of follows this adventure kind of thing. And of course, the pirates set off for Batavia, and you know, that's the actual ride experience. You know, you're gonna have to set off in Batavia and how the journey gets on. That's the whole story behind the ride itself. So, again, very nice. There's two words at the end of that paragraph that sort of brought attention to me, and that was "be curious." Now, be curious sounds like there could be some effects added to the ride. Now, it could be as simple as lighting. It could be simple as a track differentiation. It could be something like a tilt. Well, not really a tilt track. 'Cause it's a slow moving dark ride, but it could be something that's a brand new scene. Perhaps it could be like dangers along the way, like it could be an ongoing thing, perhaps with different lighting and different scenes, or like I said, it could be one specific new scene where it's based around the attack of nature, if you know what I mean. So again, really excited for this, and I can't wait to see what Europa Park do with this. Europa Park have got some big years ahead of them. They've got this year with the Rolantica Water Park, the Snorri Tours Dart Ride, or Snorri Touren as it's pronounced, the Kronosar Museum Hotel, then next year, of course, Pirates in Batavia. They're going to spruce up the Holland area, which was also destroyed in the fire as well. Of course, this year they've got the new tunnel on fjord rafting, which looks amazing, brilliant themed tunnel. And of course 2021 is the year of the new coaster, which of course we're bound to get new details on in the next few months, I bet. Going into 2020 we'll start to get more new details about the coaster, the new area, because I think it's going to be in a brand new country area. It could be Romania, Croatia, Poland, could be any country to be fair. And of course, as you know, the two big rumoured coasters at the minute is a Mack Big Dipper and a Mack Extreme Spinning Coaster, so it's either Lost Gravity or Time Traveller. So, you know, either one of those I'd be happy with in my opinion. So, with Europa Park, I think they've got some big years ahead of them. And of course it starts this year, but of course next year it's going to be just as big as this year with, you know, Pirates in Batavia coming back. So, thank you very much for watching this video on the new story for Pirates in Batavia. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. My name is Coach Joe, YouTube channel. Keep them the curse up and do. Don't forget, I'll link the clip, the teaser for Pirates in Batavia in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Take care. Have an awesome day, my friends.